Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
Tumultuous week of epic fanfare and fury. It is thankfully time for what we all love best, the magic and majesty of the beautiful game. And today, those traits are going to be on full display as the Champions League semi-finals get underway. 22 years old, Christian Pulisic has already scored the most goals and played in the most Champions League knockout stage games of any US international. Tonight, he becomes just the third American to play in a Champions League semi-final. And yesterday, I sat down with the man they call Pulisic has already scored the most goals and played in the most Champions League knockout stage games of any US international. Tonight, he becomes just the third American to play in a Champions League semi-final. And yesterday, I sat down with the man they call Captain America. Let's take a look.
Pulisic's the man again.
Punished emphatically by the young American. The American has done it again for Chelsea.
I think we have to start by talking about the fact that it must be an interesting time to be an American soccer player playing in Europe, playing at one of the teams that had signed up to be a founding member of the Super League. Given the fact that, you know, you're familiar with MLS, you're familiar with the league system over there and some of the merit that it does have, did you have a different perspective to your teammates?
No, I don't think, I think we all felt kind of similarly about it. I think obviously it was a big shock to us because we didn't really have much of a say at all. We didn't know much of what was going on. So in the end, it was up to us. We literally had a game the next day. So it was just about focusing on that. We really weren't really too much involved with it.
You've already said openly that this has been a tough year for you. I'm sure that the time out with injury must be a massive source of frustration to you. Percentage-wise, where would you put yourself right now in terms of your fitness levels?
I'd say, you know, very up there with 100%. I think I'm feeling very good and healthy. And you can't always control, you know, injuries, and it is part of the game. But like, I'm just doing the absolute best that I can to maintain my fitness and be an option always for my team.
I'm interested in your relationship with Thomas Tuchel because obviously you've now had this dual relationship with him, now at Chelsea and formerly at Dortmund. How would you describe your relationship with him, and how do you think it's evolved from what it was at Dortmund to what it is now?
Yeah, obviously knowing him before was a good thing. I think we had a couple good years together, but it wasn't easy when he first came in. Obviously, it's a group of strong players, and I had to work my way and to be on the pitch. But it should always be like that, and I was always going to take that as a challenge, and you know, I've done so, and I think I'm going to keep going and hopefully continue to be a regular in this team because that's the goal, and I want to fight for my position always.
You've played in a German Cup final with Dortmund, right? Won a German Cup final. Do these two fixtures against Real Madrid, though, feel like the biggest games of your life, of your career so far?
Yeah, I guess you could say that just because it's Champions League. It's the biggest competition, you know, in Europe. It's obviously has a lot of history, and yeah, these are definitely some massive games. But I think, you know, most of the guys on our team have been in some huge games before as well. So it's nothing that we won't be prepared for.
I think one of the things that a lot of fans in America have really enjoyed watching Champions League this season for is seeing you and these other group of young Americans really shine on this big stage. How much do you think you've grown into that role as a leader in the US men's national team, and how comfortable is that role for you?
I hope I can be a leader for not just the guys that are playing in Europe, but the Americans, also just, you know, kids in America and people all over to really inspire people to want to do what I'm doing and what so many others are doing now in Europe. And yeah, like you said, with so many people playing at the highest level, you know, seeing Americans in Champions League. A couple of years ago, you weren't seeing it consistently, and yeah, it just makes me really proud, and makes me really proud of our country, and I just know that we're going in the right direction, and yeah, so I think we're on a really good path.